football. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Spartans will kick it away to start. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Nittany Lions offense will start this game off. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Using the quick game. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they jump on top. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Spartans offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner.
And they got him for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They try to pop a run on the draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Spartans decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Right back to him on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Shows him the stiff arm. Jumped on top of the pile.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after. He sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Gonna run it. It's Gore. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Off the play fake. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Got his man on the right. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Second down coming up. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. At the 45 on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete on the right side. Running toward the tape. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the
touchdown, Penn State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner is stopped. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Spartans are in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. The fair catch called for and made. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carry.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Grumman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 2nd and goal for this offense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nc Lions. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
The give to the left. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Spartans will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Maddox. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
It's complete to the left.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going for it all. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He'll take a deep shot here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Gets it out fast. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they've practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's looking deep. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point makes it 28-0. aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The inside handoff. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play there. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the move, it's Gore. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable.
Just keeps moving. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Tackle is made after the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Roll it. Hands it off. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Feeling some heat. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, the 30, running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
29 Philly. 2-0.
To the air, it's Maddox. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Firing to the right, complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Spartans are flying down the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, running back on the move.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going in their offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough to come and attack.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Spartans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartan. Lining up for the PAT. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been for...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Maddox. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
On his feet at the 40. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got an open man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on. They push out this lead in the 4th quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive 2nd win of the season.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to be...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to get to him. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got great speed. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it left. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets one fly deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll just keep slinging it. He caught it. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started. They build this lead here in the 4th, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The San Jose State offense is back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to save. Want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Working that left side. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He wants to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Friedman. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll test the right side. Pirouettes away from the defense. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They're trying to get to him. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of 1st downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Unloads to the wideout. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah,
and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Spartans line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attack. Inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Swings it out to the flat. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Back to throw, it's Henderson. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quarterback will keep it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see any...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense set for a first down play. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're